Write the equation of a sine function with an amplitude of 2/3 and a period of pi by 6. Okay, I'm going to write a function. It's not going to be right. See if you can tell what the trouble is with the following. All right, that's not the mistake I intended to make. Here we go. Okay. There's some correct things about this and some incorrect things as well. It's a sine function, so I got that part right. And the amplitude is actually valid. The amplitude is supposed to be a multiplier all the way out front. It's what we call A. But pi by 6 is not the multiplier on x. This number is what we call b, and the way you find it is b is 2 pi divided by the period. And 2 pi divided by pi by 6 is the same as 2 pi times 6 over pi. The pi's drop out, and so our b value is actually 12. And the function I should have written is y equals 2/3 sine 12x. It's okay to write it like this. I encourage you to bracket the argument of the sine function, just because this is going to get bigger. You might have 12x plus 2 pi by 3 or something, and it's helpful to other people if you bracket off everything that's inside the sine. It won't always be as clear as this. Okay, so the amplitude's pretty straightforward. You just write it out front. But if we give you a period, don't trust that. The b value here is not the period, it's 2 pi divided by the period. Okay, cosine function with an amplitude of 3. Here's the easy part, y equals 3 cosine. And now you don't write 720, of course. This first one I said 2 pi divided by the period. If they're speaking degrees, then instead of 2 pi we write 360 degrees divided by the period. And we get a b value of 1/2, or 0.5 if you like. So you can write this as 1/2 x, or 0.5x, or x over 2, whichever you like. And a tangent function. Tangents, if you've seen that curve, actually look like this. And they have asymptotic behavior every 180 degrees. As a result, there is no top to a tangent function, and so we don't generally talk about its amplitude. We can say they have a vertical stretch factor of 1 or whatever, but you won't usually hear the term amplitude because that's the measurement from the middle to the top. A tangent doesn't have a top. It does have a period, though. In this case, the period is pi by 2, and now something else changes. The b value for these functions has been 2 pi, or 360 degrees, because that's the normal period for a sine or for a cosine. For a tangent, though, the normal period is pi. Not 2 pi, just pi. And then you divide that by the desired period. And you get pi times 2 over pi. The pi's cancel out, and we get a frequency number, or a b, of 2. So this function should be y equals tan 2x. To summarize that, for sines and for cosines, the b value is 2 pi divided by the period. For a tangent, the b value is just pi divided by the period. And in both cases, you can work in degrees if you must. For sine and cosine, you could say it's 360 over the period. And for a tangent, you could say, if you were working in degrees, that it's 180 over the period.